Annie, thank you, Annie, on America's favorite radio program, The Obstinate Hour of Smiles, starring your old softy, Bert Healy. A moment of cheers.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
But still remember, folks.
Smile, darn ya! Smile!
Right, wacky smile, darn you smile.
Say, who's that who just walked into a WEAF studio?
Why, it's none other than that wealthy industrialist and Wall Street tycoon, Oliver Warbucks.
Good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
Oliver Warbucks, I understand that you have something to tell the folks at home about Wonder Little Annie here.
Yes, Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was left by her parents on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 31st, 1922.
And aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy, I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. And furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow!
$50,000? Wow, Oliver Warbucks.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! 50,000 smackers!
Shh, quiet, Wacky. This is no joke.
I know, Mr. McCracken. Everything you say is no joke. And you move your lips, too.
Ha, 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 ha. So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, care of this station, WEAF New York, or directly to him at
my home, Bert Healy, 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York. Drop page.
That's 987 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the makers of Oxident toothpaste with Miracle K64 to fight bad breath for letting me be here tonight. Good night, Bert Healy. Bad breath.
Good night, Oliver Warbucks. Thank you. So Annie's parents, if you're listening in, there's $50,000 and a wonderful daughter waiting for you.
So, get in touch right away, you hear?
Well, I can see by the old clock on the wall that another one of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say Oxident.
O-X-Y-D-E-N-T.
The toothpaste of the stars. To make your teeth Hollywood bright. So for the entire Hour of Smiles family, Ronnie, Bonnie, and Connie, the Boylan sisters, Fred McCracken,
And Wacky!
And Jimmy Johnson, radio's only masked announcer.
This is Bert Healy saying, hey, hobo man, hey, dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be Beau Brummel-y, they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while, remember you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Here he goes. Listen to Bert have a smiling toes.
The lovely Boylan sisters.
Your clothes may be Beau Brummel-y, they stand out a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed, you're never dressed without a S-I-E smile, darn ya.
Yes, this is your old softy, Mrs. Healy's boy Bert, saying Until next week, same time, same station. Bonsoir, buenas noches, good night, buenas Sarah. And oh, I almost forgot.
Gee, Annie on the radio, coast to coast. She's famous.
I wish I was on the radio.
Me too. Nah, not me. Who wants to be on some dumb old radio anyways? I do. Now, for all the Hour of Smiles family, this is Bert Healy saying, hey, Hobo and hey, Dapper Dan, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your blonde Rita from the lead, they stand at a mile, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? It's what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe. That matters. The lovely Borland sisters. So tender, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed without a Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row? What you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe. That matters. So tender, so long for a while. Remember, you're never fully dressed. Though you may wear the best, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
Did I hear happiness in here? No, Miss Hannigan. Then what are you doing up? Annie was on the radio.
On WEAF.
I know. I heard. Next thing you know, she'll be in the funny papers. All right, get to bed. Now! She never misses. A $50,000 reward. 50,000. Oh, what I couldn't do with $50,000. Oh, God, I hate that Annie so much you'd think I was her mother.
Pardon me, ma'am, but are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Oh, Ralph, I'm scared. Something could have happened to her.
Hush, Shirley. She's gonna be here, and she's gonna be ours again. Pardon me, ma'am, but was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, we run into trouble back then, and we had to head up north to Canada. We had to leave a baby here on the front stoop.
Our little girl. Our Annie.
Annie? You're Annie's parent?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Please, nothing's happened to her.
Oh, did you say you come from again?
We come from a little farm up north where there are plenty of chickens
And geese.
and ducks
And sheeps.
and roosters.
That's it.
I never would have known it was you in a million years.
Fooled ya, Aggie, and we're gonna fool that Warbucks, too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones!
This is gonna be the best bunco job ever, Aggie. I know a guy out in Brooklyn that can doctor up a fake birth certificate or any other paper you want. But we're gonna need your help, sis. The details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
Sure. I could help you. A lot. But what's in it for me, Ralph?
A three-way split.
Half.
All right. Half! Straight down the middle, 25 grand each, all right? But we gotta do it fast. Give them some of the old rooster razzle-dazzle, in and out. 2-3 minutes at the most. Then we get the money, we get the girl, and we get the hell out of town.
Oh, yeah, the kid. Annie. That's the problem. What would we do with her afterwards?
Sis, that's no problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. So we get the 50 grand. We blow this crummy town, and then Lil and me will meet you.
Where?
Easy Street! Easy Street! Annie is
The key, yes-sirree, yes-sirree, yes-sirree. Move the feet to Easy Street. That's where we're gonna. That's where we're gonna. That's where we're gonna.
And Zomba lived up to none of his lofty campaign promises. All we have had from Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his so-called brain trust is a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked by poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, if you are listening, we've had enough of your fireside chats. It is time to...
Criticism, damn it! Nothing but criticism!
Oh, I know.
Awful. Did anyone see the Washington Post this morning?
My friends, I say it again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Oh,
Every cloud has a silver lining.
please.
You're never fully dressed without a smile.
Frank.
All right.
Oliver Warbucks and friend, Franklin.
Thank you, Louis. Show them in. Now, Oliver, good of you to have come.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Well, who is this we have here?
Mr. President, this is my good friend Annie. She wanted so much to meet you, I couldn't resist bringing her along just to say hello.
Annie, of course. The little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, since we're all here...
Yes, Annie, if you'll just wait outside.
No, Oliver, let Annie stay. Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
Thank you, Mr. President. Annie?
Harold, I don't want to hear even so much as a gosh out of you. Oliver, you know everyone, of course. But Annie, let me introduce you. Secretary of Labor, Perkins. Secretary of State, Hull. Acting Secretary of the Treasury, Morgenthau. Secretary of the Interior, Ickes. Say hello, Harold.
Hello.
And my friend and aide, Mr. Lewis Howe. Now, Oliver, since you speak for those happy few Americans who have any money left, I'd like to begin with your view on matters.
Mr. President, in the words of Calvin Coolidge, yes, the business of this country is business. And for the good of the country and the good of you, the good of Wall Street and the good of me, we have to get my factories open again and the workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 15 million Americans out of work and nearly 50 million with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not our greatest problem. The dispatches from Germany are becoming more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany, hell, people are starving in this country.
Harold, I know that, but in the long run...
What the hell? For people who are starving, there is no long run.
The trouble is, it's all happening at once. Wall Street's taken another nosedive.
Sit-down strikes, riots, floods, dust.
And the FBI still hasn't caught Dillinger.
Well, at least we're agreed on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Quiet, little girl. Harold.
What did you say, Annie? No, that's all right. Go ahead, my dear. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow. Clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Harold Ickes, stand up.
What?
You heard me. Stand up. Now, Harold, sing.
Sing?
Yes, sing, like Annie here. I've just decided that if my administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. Now sing.
But really, Franklin, you know that I can't...
Sing!
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Louder,
Bet your
Harold.
bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Perkins?
Just thinking about tomorrow.
Here's away the
Cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none.
Solo for the president. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, my friends, everyone, Republicans too, all of us, sing! The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Mr. President, a telegram.
Yes, of course. Excuse me, everyone. Oh, this isn't for me. It's for you, Oliver. From your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house claiming to be Annie's parents. I've begun to interview them. Suggest you return to New York at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Well, it looks as though the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought, huh, Annie?
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, as much as I'm enjoying your company, and especially yours, Annie, I suspect you'd better get back to New York at once.
Yes, if you don't mind, Mr. President, Annie.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Annie.
Goodbye, Mr. President, and thank you.
No, thank you, Annie. You're the kind of person a president should have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 100 or 1,000 federal projects?
Dams,
highways.
New post offices.
And put the unemployed to work building them.
We could create over 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
And weekly paychecks would get those millions off relief and back to paying taxes.
We'll build a country so strong that nobody, not even Chancellor Hitler, could ever beat us in a war.
And the FBI caught babyface Nelson, and they're bound to catch Dillinger. Mr. President, what we've got to give this country is nothing less than a new outlook.
A new vision.
A new approach.
A new concept.
A new dedication.
A new horizon.
A new spirit.
A new attitude.
A new deal! Perkins, gentlemen, I was right the first time. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day away. Harmony. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're only a day.
Miss Farrell, I'm afraid there's still no sign of Mr. Warbucks and Miss Annie.
Drake, look at all these questionnaires. Do you realize that I've talked to 627 women who claim to be Annie's mother and 619 men who said that they were her father? That makes, let's see,
1,246.
all liars. Drake, I never realized that there were so many dishonest people on the island of Manhattan.
Some of them were from the Bronx, miss.
Trish, we're back.
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are all the people?
Gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, Annie, but they were all liars and fakes after nothing but the $50,000.
Oh, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Sir, this just came by special messenger from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Yes, Agent Gunderson has located the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
That sort of locket was manufactured between 1918 and 1924.
Sort of locket?
Yes, over 90,000 were made and sold.
Aw, gee.
Oh, Annie. I'm afraid the gist of it is that Gunderson doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents through this locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, gee, you did the best you could. If you can't find them, nobody can. Anyway, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad. You got everything. All them Duesenbergs hanging on the wall.
Excuse us, Mr. Warbucks. We'll go check on the dinner menu.
Yes, Annie, a Duesenberg is a car. And Lou Gehrig is the first baseman for the New York Yankees. And there's something else you should know. I made me a fortune, that fortune made 10, been headlined and profiled again and again. But something was missing, I never quite knew. That something was someone, but who? My speeches were greeted with thunderous acclaim at 2 universities bearing my name. But something was missing each time I got through. That something was someone, but who? Oh, could that someone be? How could she make it known? Who could need me for me? Need me for me alone? oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I could find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Not bad for an old man, huh? Who could need me for me? Need me for me alone? The world was my oyster, but where was the pearl? Who dreamed I could find it in one little girl? Yes, something was missing, but dreams do come true. That something is no one but you. Oh, Annie, I've got a Grace!
Yes, sir.
Grace, do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Yes, sir. I'll get them right away.
Oh, no, wait, Grace. I would like for you to stay for a moment. I haven't waltzed since the inauguration of William Howard Taft. Yes, sit down, Annie. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one else in the world I'd rather have for a father than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Oh, Drake, call Justice Brandeis and have him come over here to sign the adoption papers. Yes, sir. Yes. Grace.
Yes, sir.
Tell Mrs. Pugh there'll be a house full of guests. Now, we'll need flowers, caviar, and champagne.
And cheese.
Cheese?
Yes, cheese. You know,
Cheese? Oh, Annie, this isn't going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And you can invite anybody in the world that you want to come to it. Now, who would you like? Andrew Mellon? Madam Chiang Kai-shek? Oh, how about Lou Gehrig?
Anyone in the world?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake and Miss Farrell. Well, I guess I'd like everybody here.
Well, of course, that's who I'd like too. Drake?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the kids!
The kids? Oh, no. I'm afraid it'll be way past their bedtime. But I'll tell you what. We'll have everybody from the orphanage over here tomorrow for a great big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Yeah, Miss Hannigan, too. Why not? Oh, Annie, I am the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last. Together forever. We're tying a knot they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you. You wrap me around that cute little finger. You made life a song. You made me the singer.
And what's that bad tune you always
Ba-ba-ba, anything but you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not
I'm richer than Midas, but nothing on earth could ever divide us. And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything but you.
Excuse me, sir. Everyone is spiffed up for the party.
Oh, good, good. Grace! I think Annie and I should get spiffed up, too. Would you have it, Annette? My Grace, that was a very pretty dress.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yes, have Annette put her into one of her new dresses, and have Cecile do something with her hair, and, well, I don't know, take her upstairs, and, you know, gussy her up.
Oh. Yes, sir! Gussy her up!
Gussy her up!
Gussy her up, gussy her up. Rockefeller got barrels of money. We got Eddie.
Everything's humming now.
Big promoter got Dempsey and Toddy. We got Eddie.
Good times are coming now.
Goodness, how sweet. Big is the king by far. Mud has got Jeff, Eleanor, FDR.
And on the radio,
we ain't got Molly, the virulent he got. George is crazy, don't look at what we got. We got better, cause we got who we got. Annie.
Feeling grumpy and low as a cellar. Go get Annie.
Look what you've done for us. Feeling flatter than old Temporilla. Go get Annie.
Turn on the fun for us. Have they sent the cheese?
yes, and ice, camembert, and brie.
Judge Brandeis.
Annie, you filled our life with a song.
Staff! My friends, this is the happiest night of my life!
They're two of a kind, the happiest pair now. Like Fred and Adele, they're floating on air now. And what's the title of the dream that just came true?
I don't need anything.
Anything. I don't need anything but you.
Now, Oliver, Annie, we're ready to begin. The adoption process is
Sir.
really quite simple.
Yes.
Sir,
Excuse us, folks. Shirley, look! There's our Annie.
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge. Mudge is the name. Ralph Mudge, and this here's the wife, Shirley.
You never knew it, dear, but you're Annie Mudge.
Annie. Mudge?
We was sick and broke, and we didn't know which way to turn, but a man gave us a chance to work up on his farm up in Canada.
But we couldn't bring along no baby.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people who've all claimed...
Proof. I expect you wanting some proof of who we are. Well, here are our driver's licenses, and here's Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, name Anne Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge. New York, New York. October 28th, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
It was in her notes, sir.
Yes, I know, but I still don't...
Mister, please, you got to believe us. We got in on the Greyhound this afternoon. We went straight to the orphanage to fetch our Annie. The lady there said our baby was up here.
Oh, Annie, All these years I've dreamed of holding you in my arms again. Mr. Mudge, on the night that Annie was left at the orphanage...
Here's something that you wouldn't know about. But when we left Annie at the orphanage, we also left half of a silver locket with her, and we kept the other half, so...
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing it.
And here's the part that we kept. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Oh, thank God, Ralph, she's really our Annie.
Yes, she seems to be.
She is. She is. Well, if you'll be getting Annie's things together, we'll be taking her along.
Taking her?
No!
Just a minute, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Money? Well, we ain't got much, but we'd be glad to give you
No.
whatever...
No. You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they are Annie's parents?
No, sir. We never heard nothing about no check. Anyway, we don't want no money.
Right. We don't want no money for Annie.
On the other hand, Cheryl, remember that little pig farm out in New Jersey? Why, with $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie up right in the country. Fresh air, fresh eggs.
Fresh ham.
Fresh ham. Certified, huh? All I gotta do is just make it out to myself.
Yes, that's correct. Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning?
Well, yes. You don't mind if Annie stays here until tomorrow, Christmas? Then you come back and pick up Annie and the check.
Oh.
Oh. Yes. Well, whichever you prefer, sir. So, I guess we'll be getting back to our hotel then, yep. Bye, Annie.
Goodbye, Annie, love.
Until tomorrow morning then, honey. And you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Well, goodbye, all. Oh, pardon me, Blondie. Merry Christmas.
Season's greetings.
Yes. Well, this is wonderful news.
Yes. Great.
Annie has found her parents, and they seem to be a very nice couple.
Lovely.
Very
yes,
nice.
they seem wonderful.
You're lucky, Annie.
Right. I'm lucky. Just think. New Jersey.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Champagne.
Yes, sir.
We must celebrate because tonight is Christmas Eve, and we have just had the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and her father. My friends, I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
I seem to have the same effect on everyone.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, that Mr. Mudge, I think I've seen him someplace before. I just can't remember where or when, but I have the strangest feeling that he's not who he says he is.
Mr. President, Franklin, I need your help.
Of course, Oliver. Whatever I can do to help you.
Silly to cry, nothing to fear. Betcha where they live's as nice as right here. Betcha my life is gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Annie.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
You're up early.
Yes, well, my folks are coming for me, of course. So I thought I'd just wait for them here. I guess they'll be taking me out to the country. Will you come and see me sometimes?
I'll see you, Annie.
You're up early, too.
Oh, we've been up all night dear. We've had quite a time of it with the FBI. Men coming and going. Annie, did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Yes, I have something very difficult to say to you, and the President is going to help me say it to you.
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you, too, sir.
Franklin.
Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. Through the paper and the handwriting on your note, he succeeded in tracing the identity of your parents.
Yes, we already know that. Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear, they aren't your parents. Your parents are David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett? Where are they?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean they're dead?
Yes, dear.
So I'm an orphan after all. Like the other kids at the orphanage.
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes. Because you see, I guess I always knew that my folks were dead. Because I knew they loved me. And they would have come back for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
That a girl? Who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could easily have been forged, but the thing is, they knew about the locket.
The locket, that's your key.
Well, yes, but no one knew about the locket except us. And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage.
Ah, Miss Hannigan, I'm delighted to meet you.
Oh, same here, and I'd know you anywheres. You're the Oliver Warbucks, right?
Yes, yes. Miss Hannigan, allow me to introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell, of course.
Uh-huh.
And this is the President of the United States.
Yeah, sure.
And this is my butler, Drake.
Place. Who'd want to live in this dump? Look, kids, there's presents here for all of us. Oh my goodness!
Sir, this just came from the FBI.
Good. Ha! Comes the dawn. Now it all fits together.
Annie, come look at this.
Leaping lizards! Who would have guessed?
Sir, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
Ah, show them in, Drake.
With pleasure, sir.
Franklin, would you like Drake to call for your car?
No, Eleanor can wait.
Won't you please come in, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Good morning, Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There she is, sir, our little girl.
Your little girl.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Well, we don't want to bother you folks on Christmas and all. We just come to pick up our Annie in her suitcase. And the check.
Oh, the check. Yeah, I almost forgot. Here you are, Mr. Mudge. $50,000 certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of Ralph Mudge.
Read it again.
Paid to the order of...
The jig is up! Yes, the jig is up. Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as...
Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Franklin, I believe that fraud is a federal offense and that your Secret Service agents have the power to arrest...
Yes, Oliver, they do. Lewis, turn them over.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Dad!
you'll find this woman their accomplice. Arrest her too, please.
Me? Why, I never seen these people till yesterday.
Oh, come on, but Aggie.
Yes, sis. If Lily and me's taking a fall, so who's you?
Mr. Warbucks? Oliver? Why, I ain't done nothing to you. I always
The
been
jig is up.
Annie, honey, tell him how good and nice I always been to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but remember the one thing you always taught me. Never tell
Never tell.
Never tell a lie.
Brat! Well, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. I never liked you, you little gold digger. Never liked any of yous either. Ugh, you're manhandling me. Are you married?
Annie, we'd like to meet your friend.
Kids! Kids, I'd like you to meet Miss Grace Farrell. Hello!
Hi, kids.
And this is Mr. Daddy Warbucks.
Hi, kids.
Oh, and this is the President of the United States.
Hiya, kids.
Listen, kids, I got great news. Miss Hannigan's gone for good.
Yes, and you won't have to work anymore. Instead, you'll have classrooms and teachers.
Listen, kids, no more mush.
Yes, kids, for you, and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life. I know the depression's depressing,
The carols are stilled, the stores aren't filled,
and windows are minus their dressing.
the children don't grin, the Santas are thin,
And I've heard a terrible rumor, no goodwill, no cheer, but we'll get a new deal for Christmas this year.
The snowflakes are frightened of falling. I know what I'm fixed. No peppermint sticks.
And all across the land, folks are bawling.
and filled with despair, 'cause cupboards are bare.
But Santa's got brand new assistants. There's nothing to fear. We're getting a new deal for Christmas this year.
On Farney and Perkins. On Ickes and Wallace. On Morgenthau and Cummings.
Fill the pockets with dollars.
On Morgan and Swanson. Get along, Cordell Hall.
All your company up.
Build every city up,
Cheer every kitty up. Fill every stocking with laughter. We have enough room for any more movements. Ring every bell from its rafter.
And chime across the land.
Tomorrow's at hand.
Those happy days that we were promised.
Finally!
Yeah!
We're